child of fate. Bullets gone could not sedate the hunger within, the fire untamed. From first command the world was gray. Scarlet scales, the water screams. Red Gyarados, the end of dreams. To raging waves, destruction flows. A tide of blood, no rival, no. Blood is burning to my skin. Every loss, every death, my sin. Scarlet Leviathan, unleash the flood. Crush the earth, ignite with blood. Across the regions, all will kneel. The crown of legends, mine to steal. Shoulder quakes us down. Towers fall, race on shattered tears. Bound down burns, no God remains. Even our Pokeballs shatter and trails rain. Gyms collapse beneath the slain. Elite force crumble, champions drown. Every corpse builds my throne. Scarlet Leviathan, unleash the flood. Crush the earth, ignite with blood. Across the regions, all will kneel. The crown of legends, mine to steal. Against the gods, I chain their breath. No escape, no peace, just death. A master eternal, cursed it divine. All known beast, forever mine. Crimson dust, the ocean split. Terror, world submit. No sanctuary, none defend. Solid Leviathan. The end. All are fallen, all are mine. Every creature, every soul caught in chains of crimson tide. The champion eternal. Forever crowned in red.
What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing today? So, I just got out of the shower, got pretty clean. Have had a rough couple of days. Nothing too crazy, you know. Nothing too crazy. Now, we're gonna call it something. We're gonna call this stream pretty. Why is those still on? Those aren't supposed to be on. Thanks for tuning in. I wanted to come in and do, I guess, a quick little stream. Maybe just bullshit with people for a while. If chat shows up, I don't blame them for not showing up, but I'll give it like a half hour or so. I wanted to talk about a couple things that's going on with why I haven't been streaming. Fucking work tonight. It's been fucking insane. Hopefully y'all see this and it's not all cut up into a bajillion things. I keep losing connection for some reason. I've been losing connection to the internet since about 5 o'clock. Doesn't matter the internet either. It really doesn't. Like, I'll randomly lose connection for no reason. And I've restarted my modem and router and all that shit. I've restarted my computer. Here's the deal, though. I've been working on some things not channel related. To help. Awesome. The shit. But hopefully you all can hear me. If not, I'm going to have to figure out something else. It's like, it doesn't, I don't know what's going on. Hopefully you can hear this. I'm just going to go on what I have to say. Because the internet has been acting funny all night. And I have no fucking clue as to why. My best guess is that the rain, the weather. I mean, last week, the one night I was going to stream, it just started fucking storming like crazy. Well, not even storming. It was just windy as fuck like it was going to storm, but it never stormed. But you know how it goes. Now, I do have some plans coming up. I just got to make certain days. I got to work that in. Sometimes they're going to be shifted around, things like that. But my current schedule is going to be pretty set. And I'm going to be doing more streaming, both video games and just other random shit. And then also making content, right? So, we're going to... talk about some things, just some personal, not like personal stuff that personal, but I've been thinking on the channel a lot this week since I haven't been doing anything on the channel this week. When was the last time I did anything? Actually, I should look that up, honestly. On any of the channels, whether it be Twitch, YouTube, excuse me. Most of my stuff is live streamed, so I did it on October 29th. It is now November 9th. So it's been 10 days. The 29th was the Wednesday before Halloween. So, not good on me, but, well, more than 10 days because there was a 31st. So, 11, 12, let me count. I'll count just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, no, it's 10. It's 10 even if you do... Yeah, like, how's it 10? Wait. It doesn't matter. Anyways. Point being is that today I'm getting back on and saying, hey, this fucking bot shit needs to go do everything in my power to make it run correctly, right? Here's the deal. So I'm gonna be streaming 2 things and making videos on 2 things. So I gotta figure out what day I can do this for, because you know I get off at 4. I get home around the latest 4:30. Apparently my camera's a piece of shit. Or the USB port in it's a piece of shit it's in. I don't fucking know. Something's going on, and I don't like it. I've even swapped USB ports like several times with this camera. Hopefully we can figure that out by tomorrow. Fucking piece of shit. There. Jesus fucking Christ. Stay connected. Sorry about that. This is just pissing me off today. Everything's been pissing me off today. It's not just this. But if this is the way it's going to go, I have a feeling that I'm not going to be streaming for a while, because at this point, I have to get a whole new setup if this is going to keep happening, right? So my computer is old, so that's doesn't help any. It's going to go away, at least for now. See. So first, I'm going to go start doing mountain biking content again, as well as I'm going to start doing skating content, as well as other random stuff that I do that I like. Like, for instance, fixing things, repairing things, building things, all of that kind of stuff, right? So, with that said, things are going to change on the channel pretty rapidly, especially starting with the first. I know my goal of streaming every day this year did not work out. I'm hoping that it will this coming up year. Some of it's because of me. Some of it's because of situations outside of my power that I have to deal with. And some of it's just I'll be blatant or being really tired after working on a bunch of stuff. Look, I'm not the hardest, I'm not going to sit here and say I say that. I do work hard doing side stuff, side jobs, things like that. It's going to pick up a lot more coming this, probably not January, but February, once people start getting, once they recover from Christmas and whatnot. The biggest thing is that I'm focusing on right now is a few things. One, I want to get a better mountain bike. Two, I want to get a better setup. That's not even number one. This is not in any real order. Let me rephrase this. Things I want to do: get a whole new setup for streaming. At least the tower, screens and stuff can stay, and I can wait for certain stuff. You know what I mean? The screens that I have right now, keyboard and mouse. I really do want a decent keyboard and mouse for a game that's more comfortable. I'm using a Halo mouse from Microsoft. It's not a bad mouse. It's just really tiny and not very comfortable to use for like gaming and stuff. Something a little bit more comfortable for gaming. I want something a little bit more robust. Same with my keyboard. My keyboard's a Dell keyboard because I had a Razer, but that thing died. People shit on Razer a lot, but I had it for a decade and it worked great. Now, with that said, so my whole setup's going to change. I do want to get an actual soundboard, but that probably won't come for a while. And when I do get that, it'll be mic, soundboard, probably a new arm too, because I want a different arm, and things like that. But that's one of the reasons why I'll be working a lot of side work. Right now, it's for Christmas. Christmas is coming. It's very important in my family, so that's how it is. Do I give a shit ton of gifts? No. Do I give everybody a gift? Yes. Not everybody. Well, yeah, everybody. Usually it's stuff that they want, expensive usually, or stuff that they need, they just don't think about regularly. Things like that. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to work really hard to get my son something. So, it's a little bit more expensive. So I'm going to be picking up some odds and ends jobs and stuff like that. And I got to start. There's a lot of scheduling conflicts that I'm going to have from we'll date this for sure. I'm going to do gaming live streams every night from Sunday to Wednesday every week, unless something crazy happens, like the power goes out, someone gets hurt and has to go to the hospital, someone goes to the hospital, someone passes and I have to deal with that, things like that, like things that just life shit that's of importance, right? Not just random shit that's like I'm lazy today, or I'd rather go skating today, things like that. Nah, I'm talking about actual things that are you have to deal with. in life that are very important to people, including yourself, and it should be. So that's the foreseeable future. It's probably going to be 2 hours a night. It's probably going to be. I'm gonna try to do it from 8 to 10, but sometimes it's going to get pushed back, and sometimes it's going to be pushed forward, and sometimes it's going to do this and that. I want to do a skate stream every week as well. The problem with that is that I am only allowed to do those on the weekends because of the light issue during the winter months, right? It's just a light issue. It is what it is. I mean, where I skate normally, but right now, I don't know if it'll be good enough. You know what I mean? And I'm not buying portable lighting right now because I have other things to worry about, like a computer setup, like probably a new webcam, at least, maybe an actual camera. The new computer setup, once I get that, I'll figure out all the peripherals that aren't keyboard and mouse. Because right now all I'm worried about is the tower, what's in the tower, and the keyboard and the mouse. That's it. That's all I'm worried about. The screen I have is fine. The 2 screens I have is fine. I would like to add another one at some point in time soon. But if I'm going to get something like that, I'm going to buy something that I actually want, and that will be not only better for my experience of watching stuff, but also playing things and streaming. Having a 3-monitor setup will help a shit ton. Until one of them dies. I'm at least going to get a new webcam too. Would like to get a higher resolution webcam. Would like to get and eventually I'm going to move to mic and mixer and all that kind of stuff, right? But for the first set on set, it's going to be the same monitor setup, maybe an extra one, but doubt it until I finish this stuff up. And then keyboard and mouse and webcam. That's it. Maybe a stream deck to have some like quick things to play while I'm on stream. When I get the new setup, I have a different way to start streaming this, so it's going to be kind of different, but in a good way. Not in a bad way, in a good way. I kind of want it different in a few ways because of the way I went. But we'll see, right? I probably won't be streaming from Restream anymore, so we won't have any of those problems, but I definitely will be using some different software, mix and match, to get it working to the way I want it to work, while also, playing the games that we're playing. Now, there will be different setups for different things. That's why I'll be setting that up. I do want to start using Restream for my skate streams as well. Wouldn't mind having a chat while I'm skating, up and about and talking. My only problem is I have to take apart my phone because my front camera is dusty because I replaced my screen and I never sealed it up all the way. I just gonna do it later, but I just never got around to it. I could probably clean it out and it'd be fine. I can order the camera. They're not very expensive. I can order the camera and put a new one in if I have to, but, just clean it out. It should be all right, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll get to that. And then, and actually seal it up this time. That was a dumb on me fault, you know what I mean? I should have thought about it a little bit harder. But, it is what it is. The best thing about the past 10 days is that I've got to think a lot about what I want to do, how I want to do it, what's the plan going on in the future, what kind of things I want to add and subtract from streams, what's the stuff that I'll need to be able to do this stuff, things like that. It's a pretty simple breakdown of what I've been writing it down, taking notes of thoughts that I just have. I want to start working for myself in general. So that's another thing, on top of this, which will help a good bit, especially with this. My goal is to make, like about $100 a day. Nothing crazy. Once I start my own, business stuff, I'm focusing on electronics and IT support. But I'll do whatever I have to get that a day. Hopefully, from here, this will help. And if I'm making $100 a day from somewhere else, I'll be making more than enough money to not only support this, but also be able to throw some money around to help other people as well. And the more money that comes into here, which you can go over to Rumble and actually send me their version of a super chat. I think they call it like a Rumble rant, but it's a super chat. Hope be able to get, my focus is Rumble and YouTube. And the reason is because they also have long format videos. They have short format videos. They have just pre-record. Yeah, you can do that, but you don't. It's not. I think it's only for partnered or at least creators that have reached that point. And I'm not really worried about Twitch, DLive, and Kick. It's just a place I want to stream to get my name out there. I do want to bring back BitChute, and I do want to bring back Odyssey. Problem with that is, though, Odyssey runs on their own crypto, and I don't like that. Just to stream, you have to spend, very little of their own crypto. And you can get their crypto by just, watching videos and stuff, right? But I'm sorry, most of the stuff that I watch in general isn't even on YouTube and stuff like that. It's mostly anime. Or, if it is on YouTube, it's stuff like movie for a while now. It's kind of crazy. Just, I'm just trying to get everything running the way I wanted to. And tonight, the stream isn't running the way I wanted to, and it's been very annoying, honestly. And I want to say it's a camera issue, but I don't fucking know, because it just says disconnecting. It doesn't tell you what's fucking disconnecting. And then, so it is what it is. If I have to go buy a cheap webcam again to fix the issue, I will, but I really don't want to. I'll switch the USB ports again, but shit, earlier I was trying to type in the box to change for, I'll type right now, see what happens. Yeah, where's Notepad? Just type Notepad. See if anything weird happens. I don't know. And it was trying to change my camera input or add a camera input or something. I think I was hitting C. Now let me hit C over here. What about in this text box? What about if I let go of the text box? Yeah, because usually I have to hit control or something. I don't know. It's just going crazy. I don't know if it's my computer. I don't know if it's the keyboard. I don't know if it's the fucking camera. I don't know what's going on. The USB ports. I don't fucking know. So I'm working on a new setup. Is it going to be great? Eventually. Is it going to be great right now? No. My goal is to have a decent gaming PC that can also stream for a while. And then eventually my goal is to build another PC to actually stream it and have all the streams hooked up, have all the things that are for the stream hooked up to that, using my personal main computer to play the games. Whether I'm not going to be using a laptop for that because it's just a headache. Well, not really, I guess. But it is. Anyways. Sorry for not coming in, or not a very good game, a Pokemon game, which I'm mostly known for. I'm sorry for not coming in and playing any other games. And I'm sorry for just not being around as much recently. There's a reason. It just isn't a good one. It's not a good one to just, instead of come home and go to sleep, even though I should be getting anywhere between 7 and 8 hours of sleep, I should come home and do this. I should come home, take a shower, eat, and do this, right? That's what I should be doing. And it's on me. I am blaming myself. I'm not blaming the things that I've had to do. I'm not blaming the things that of being lazy on anyone else, and I'm not blaming anyone else or anything else. It's on me. Okay, so. And this week I've been thinking about that a lot, and it has been kind of killing me. But late nights when you're getting home at like 9 o'clock, things like that, you're kind of just like, I don't want to do anything else. You know what I mean? You've been at work all day, and then you come home at 9. You know? Change. But that's the reality of what I've been dealing with for the past 7 days. Halloween's a different story, because Halloween, I probably should have got on. Probably shouldn't have been 10 days. Probably should have been 8 instead of 10. Pretty simple, right? That's on me. And then the stuff afterwards was the real issue. You know what I mean? So, I'll say it once and I'll say it again. None of this is anyone's fault but mine. Is there excuses that are good? Yes. Are they excuses still? Yes. Are they a justification? No. But I'm just telling you what happened. I had to deal with some stuff, and it's over for now. But even with that stuff going on, and nothing serious, nothing like just some shit I had to, just like I haven't skating as much. I'm trying, but it's not working. And I just gotta remember that I gotta keep a level head. Maybe head out in the nature this weekend on my bike and just go chill in the wild. Because if I don't, I kind of get antsy. You know what I mean? I kind of get like, why the fuck am I not in nature right now? And maybe shoot a video of that, explaining why I do that kind of stuff. Shoot more skating videos, but I'm kind of confused at like what I want to do with that. I had some cool ideas, but that would require a lot more time. Not time in the sense that the editing and stuff, because all my editing when I make videos will probably be Saturday and Sunday, a mix between the two. Yeah. And then the rest of my editing will be sparse. So that's a thing I gotta have to edit video after I shoot it. But if I have to stay up late, it's not a big deal. I'll stream like Thursday and Friday. I'm not going to be streaming. Saturday, it's up in the air. Thursday and Friday is the reason is because I want to spend time with my son. Saturday is also that reason. I get him from Thursday to Sunday night, and I want to spend time with him, right? So I come on Sunday night because he's not here. It'll probably get to where we're not really doing much outside because he's not, besides, sitting around or whatever, he's not taking to skating the way I thought he would. And I'm starting to realize that he may be skating at his mom's, but I don't think he actually is. I do something so many times, actually does it or gets it or keeps trying for it. And if he's not going to try, he's not going to try. That's on him, not me, not anyone else. That's on him, right? There's plenty of resources to figure out how to do certain skate stuff on YouTube. There's plenty of resources on the internet in general, whether it be videos, books, whatever, illustrations, all that stuff. I've seen them all. Like, it's kind of crazy that, like, I'm showing my son how to do this, and he's doing good, but he needs to stop being a pansy, essentially. For someone who's 14, and a lot of stuff, and the COVID shit, and all this stuff that's fucked with him, and his friends, to be fair, drink it. So he's going to keep doing that. Doing something new. It's kind of crazy for him. It's also it's also hard for him to find friends because kids don't go fucking outside anymore. It's just a reality. And everybody says because of COVID. I'm like, actually, it's the only time I saw kids outside was COVID, because before that, kids weren't going outside before unless they were little. And when I say little, I mean like under third grade and under. So what, 7 or 8 and under? Like, that's not really helpful for teenagers. Now, I don't know what teenagers do nowadays. The only time we didn't see our friends is usually because they were doing sports or some kind of academic thing during that time period. And the other time we'd be outside doing whatever, right? Or they were sick. Obviously, you can't, especially during the wintertime, you don't want to go out there when you're sick. You shouldn't be around other people while you're sick so you don't get them sick. Is that he wants to live the kind of life that me and my friends did when we were kids. And he's having a hard time living that kind of life. Not all of it, obviously. He wants to do the stuff that wasn't non-innocent, I guess you would say. So he doesn't want to do the drugs or the drinking. He wants to find people who just skate, just ride mountain bikes, or do both. And he's having a hard time with that. And I understand. I'm not going to shit on him for it. But I think he's sitting. Why is he doing this? For skating, for mountain biking, it was easy. It's something easy that me and him can both do. Mountain biking is a pretty easy sport to get into, especially today with the Ozark trail bikes. They're pretty good for the price. Are they perfect? No. Even Schwinn and a few other brands are what else can we talk about? Thanks, computer. You're so fucking good at this. Oh my god, piece of shit. Honestly, give me 1 second, please. I'm trying to fix this fucking issue, but apparently this camera doesn't want to fucking work anymore. I don't know if it's the camera or something else. I don't know if it's the camera, the stream. I don't even fucking know anymore. Did you fucking plug in? Work now. Let's try that. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know if it's the port. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. It's in a better port anyways. I put it in USB 3 again. So, the data rate's probably going to be faster and better, less lag, things like that. But, I also kind of got to be, like, the guy he does stuff with. So, my Sundays are, the whole weekend's usually full of me doing stuff with him, right? So, anyways, so for now on, the schedule will be maybe sometimes Saturday, maybe sometimes Friday, but definitely Thursday I'm not going to be streaming. Maybe I'll be editing video or something while I'm hanging out with my son. Things like that. Because sometimes we'll just sit there and watch anime. Sometimes we'll sit there and watch something, a TV show or a movie or something. And, I can do that while I'm doing that with him. And sometimes we're out skating. Sometimes we're out riding a mountain bike. Sometimes we're out doing whatever, If we're home, I can do more editing when he's here. Saturday mornings will probably be consumed with editing. And or it is the camera. I could probably pull out the other one, see if that's working. I doubt it is, but we'll try it one day. Hell, I can even have 2 cameras then and have one pointing at something else. I don't know what, but we were also talking this weekend, and I have some plans for next summer for me and him. I want to go on an actual mountain bike trip, nowhere far, just maybe up to Deep Creek or somewhere in Pennsylvania or something. Go to not only go to some trails that are just like, there, but like some areas there, but also go to like a ski resort where they do mountain biking during the summer. That would be fun, For that though, we definitely he's gonna want to do, if we're there for longer than a couple hours, he's gonna want to hit like harder trails and probably start hitting jumps and stuff like that. So that's one thing. And I have to ride a lot for that because I'm rusty as shit. I'll probably start actually riding to work and back when the weather's not to work. I do care. Reason being is because I don't want to have to essentially change all of my clothes down to my underwear when I get to work, right? It would be nice to be able to do that, but we don't have showers. We don't have any of that kind of shit at work, obviously. Closest thing we have to shower is which they haven't even really installed yet because I don't think there's a drain to it. They haven't finished installing it. Is a water thing for chemical burns and things like that. So that would just be a mess in general. You know what I mean? Not just because there's no drain, but even if there was a drain, that would just be a mess. And it's in the middle of the room. And I don't think people want to see me naked in the middle of the room. So, but yeah, it's coming along. I know this has been a long, trying situation for people who watch me. I know it's been a long, trying situation for myself and everyone around me. I mean, even last year, I left a couple things earlier this year, I left a couple things early to stream. Shit, I left my own birthday get together. It wasn't really a party early to do this. And it's shit for it. And it sucked. But my birthday, what is my birthday this year? It's probably on a Monday or something stupid. I hope not. That would suck. It is, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be on a Monday? Or stay of the week to have your birthday? I'll probably take off then. I usually do take off every birthday, but I don't think I have much vacation time left. Look. And mine doesn't roll over until maybe the 1st. The 1st. So, I'll have to get back to my boss managers about that, but come next year, I'll be doing a lot, including this. So I gotta keep my diet on point. I gotta keep my cleanliness on point. I gotta work out. I mean, I know I'm not really complaining. I'm just giving you a rundown of what I'm going to be doing from here until forever, until I'm comfortable, I guess, and I have everything going the way I want it to. I'm gonna be working for myself, mountain biking, what else? Mountain biking, skating, streaming, making video content on the mountain and maybe video games too. Why is it? I don't. Hopefully my other camera works and I can use that, but I might have chucked it too because it wasn't working. I can look right now. No, it's right here. Dust it off. See if it works. I'll do that tomorrow. Before I get on, because I don't have anything to do tomorrow except for work out and do the normal stuff. So, anyone who's up for some Pokemon ZA tomorrow, come join me at around 8. Around 8. I'm not going to put it on 8. Around 8, because I'd like to eat, work out, eat, hopefully take a shower before I stream. If not, I can wait till afterwards. And I also have like normal house stuff to do around the house, you know what I mean? Anyways, a short apology stream. Well, holy shit, there goes everything again. Great. I hate my life. I hate it. I'm going to try to set up something as a secondary type of issues since their power went out the other night because it was flickering. And I have, surge protectors and all that, but that doesn't mean everything's working correctly. But funny thing is, the only issues I've had today were YouTube. I lost internet connection for a minute, like 5-10 minutes maybe. I turned off my computer that night because I was like, I'm just going to go to bed early because it was kind of late already and I was already doing stuff around the house. Just go to bed. I may change because I don't do stuff, right? Like between work and like I want to get up, go to work, things like that. What is your issue today? It's Restream. It's fucking... I thought it was my camera. It's fucking Restream. Anyways, I hope you see all this. If it's all cut up and shit, I'll talk about it again tomorrow of why I haven't been around. Just some personal stuff. I'm not going to go into depth into that, but just some personal stuff that's been going on. Nothing crazy. No one's doing anything weird or anything. Hopefully it comes out. Peace out.